41-year-old Patrick Marleau is officially the NHL's all-time leader in games played. Simply put, Marleau has aged like a fine wine. Dare we say, a nice bottle of Marleau? In honor of this great achievement, here is a top 10 list highlighting just how unique his run in the NHL has been. Marleau entered the league during the 1997-98 season. Since then, the NHL has undergone some pretty significant rule changes. Marleau has had to adapt his game through a lot. The center line was eliminated for two-line passes. The trapezoid was introduced to restrict goalies playing the puck behind the net. No more ties. The shootout was implemented for the 2005-2006 season. Goaltenders' equipment was downsized, and maybe most significantly, all that clutching and grabbing is gone. October 1st, 1997, Marleau threw on the Sharks jersey for the first time. Of the 948 skaters and goalies to play in a game this season, 166, or nearly 18%, were born on or after Marleau's debut. The NHL's current leader in goals, Austin Matthews, was born just 15 days prior, and the league's points leader, Connor McDavid, was 8 months, 19 days at the time of Marleau's first game. Patrick Laine, Matthew and Brady Tkachuk, Elias Pettersson all have at least 100 points in the NHL, and none of them were born when Marleau debuted in the show. Perhaps most amazing about Marleau's accomplishment is when you factor in he survived 2 lockouts and a few shortened seasons. Marleau missed out on a full campaign when the NHL was locked out for the 2004-2005 season, and then again in 2012-13 when another lockout shortened the season to 48 games. On top of that, he has had the past 2 seasons shortened due to COVID-19. Without these obstacles, Marleau may have passed the legendary Gordie Howe much sooner in his career. When Marleau entered the league, there was 26 teams. In 2021, we now have 31. Marleau saw the league welcome expansion clubs like the Nashville Predators, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Minnesota Wild, and the Vegas Golden Knights. And if he stays in the league for another season, welcome the Seattle Kraken. Now yes, we left one team off in the last part because we felt this one deserved its own section, as Patrick Marleau has single-handedly outlasted the Atlanta Thrashers organization. The Thrashers became the league's 28th franchise when it began play in 1999. In total, the Thrashers played 902 regular season games and 4 playoff games prior to moving to Winnipeg for the 2011-2012 season. 902 regular season games, or roughly 51% of Patty Marleau's career.
An Iron Man, still got the hands, still has the wheels. He can still skate. Big reason why he's been able to play as long and as well as he has.
Marleau has been an absolute Iron Man during his time in the NHL. Currently, he holds the 4th longest Iron Man streak in the NHL at nearly 900 games. He has shown remarkable consistency and endurance since being drafted with the 2nd pick back in 1997. Marleau has played in at least 74 games in 20 of his 23 seasons in the NHL. The only time he didn't play 74 or more were all shortened seasons. Marleau has appeared in roughly 98.3% of his team's games through his illustrious NHL career. Over 1,700 games in the NHL and over 1,500 of them with the San Jose Sharks. Simply put, Marleau is San Jose hockey, and he has become the most legendary player in franchise history.
Here's Holder in front, a chance, and Marleau scores his first NHL goal.
Here's a breakaway for Patrick Marleau.
Scores! The first hat trick in his NHL career, Patrick Marleau.
Burns with a quick shot when he gets that away in a hurry. Rebound, wraparound, Marleau scores! Good battle in the corner, a lightning quick shot from Burns, and Marleau gets his first ever Stanley Cup final goal.
And here's Pavelski in early, centering, Marleau shoots, he scores! 500 goals for Patrick Marleau. This one on the power play, and the Sharks lead 1-0.
Marleau has over 550 goals in the NHL, putting him inside the top 25 for all-time goals in NHL history. Now, for a .500 goal scorer, he has never hit the 50-goal plateau. He has 5 regular season hat tricks, plus 3 in the postseason, and just 1 4-goal game. And surprisingly, all 4 of those goals came in 1 period.
Now Bodker, he'll bump it back. Vlasic, they score! Patrick Marleau, and it's 2-1. Now Marleau again, working on weird cuts, brings it around and scores! Patrick Marleau, his second of the period, and it's 3-1. And here's Marleau with Pavelski, and a hat trick for Patrick! Patrick Marleau, 3 straight goals. The natty hattie for Patty. Vlasic, he's got Marleau in on a breakaway. He scores! That's 4 in the third for Patrick Marleau. Wow, what a performance by 37-year-old Patrick Marleau. For the first time in his 19-year NHL career, has a 4-goal game.
Now, I mentioned Marleau has aged like a fine wine, but let's take a closer look. 15 years worth of photos and no change. Does this guy even age? That's impressive. Speaking of physical differences, gaming has come a long way since 1998. Let's just say the graphics in the late 90s were not great. Since then, however, we've seen a big change. Check out Patrick Marleau in all his glory in 2021. Just a tad bit better. Patrick Marleau, the NHL's all-time leader in games played and an absolute legend.